Welcome, welcome, one and all, for another C-List Sundays, the cultivator of the comic culture. It's a Memorial Day weekend, and we appreciate all who's watching us this wonderful Memorial Day weekend. It's me, Big Bad Evil Fett, my best friend Villainous Red. America, fuck yeah. Steve Rogers. Nice music.
Well, we like to remember those that we had lost in battle and the ones that had passed, and thank them for their service, especially in my family and your family and everybody out there all over the world, not just American veterans and soldiers, and every single soldier out there that fought for their country and fought for their freedoms to live. I guess.
Yes. I agree 100%, except my family fought for the other side. But that's okay. We won't go there.
Well, the former guy has said there's good people on both sides. How's it going, man? How's it going?
It's going good. I had to work today. It sucked, but some of us have to work on the weekends. But other than that, life goes on.
It's tomorrow the day off for you, correct?
Tomorrow's the day off for me, yes. Yeah. And I have my sister here from Dallas, so we're going to do something tomorrow.
Nice. Tell her I said hello.
I will.
And then you asked me earlier, what was in my hand?
I thought it was something large and veiny, but apparently it wasn't.
Oh, you wanted to see that.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And veiny. That is large and veiny. But no, that wasn't the other one thing in my hand. It was this one. E-Man and I were testing this out yesterday, and I wanted to try it out with you.
Okay, what is it?
This is Would You Rather Filthy Edition.
I'm game. Let's do it. Let's do it.
As an icebreaker.
Breaking news, we're going to play the Filthy Edition.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the C-List villains are going to play the Filthy version.
The Filthy Edition of Would You Rather. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the first card off the deck.
All right, let's do it.
There is mainly at least 1,000 cards here. And
oh, wow, that's big. That game is big.
There's two situations on here. Would you like to?
I can't. It's too small.
I know. Would you like to do the top or the bottom?
I'll take the bottom.
Power bottom from Mike. All right. Power bottom from Mike. Hey, Miss So.
Hey, so welcome for a C-List Sunday.
Oh,
Gents, wow, she gives us a lot of respect.
So, all right. So the bottom, all right. Okay. Would you rather, Mike, would you rather A, go back in time and have dinner with Jesus? B, go back in time and punch Hitler right in his single testicle?
I would probably like to go back and have dinner with Jesus.
As a Jew.
As a Jew.
So you would rather have dinner with Jesus than punch Hitler in the face.
Yeah, because I have a feeling if I talked to Jesus and got all this religious stuff ironed out, there wouldn't have been no Holocaust or any racial wars or crusades or whatnot. I would have had this all ironed out and told him that don't do this. It's the wrong thing to do.
Miss So says A. All right. So you're thinking that if you go back in time, have dinner with Jesus.
Yeah.
That you'll be able to stop everything that's going on, at least not everything, but at least a bunch of stuff that's happening right now. So you're able to, hey, you gotta tell Jesus, it's like, hey, before you die, right? Before you get on the cross, would you tell your followers to actually follow your book and not be dicks about it?
Yes, that I wouldn't even go even there. I would tell him what would happen in the future with all his shenanigans and all the shenanigans that per se, and to just stop it right there and just be a normal dude and live happy and his 33 years of life be happy. Yeah, I would do
Nip
that.
it up, but right at the source, just nip it there.
Yeah. Because if we see, we said the Hitler thing. If I stopped it, that wouldn't be any Hitler thing. There wouldn't be any all the other stuff.
Order 66.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a new one. I like that one.
Hey,
yeah, that's what I would do.
All right, great.
Okay, your turn.
Miss So says A. Miss So says A. So
she agreed with me. Thank you, Miss So.
I want to know her reason why, but
yeah, Miss So, type out your reason. We want to know.
For me, it would be punch Hitler in the testicles, because I don't want to skip out on the opportunity of punching someone's testicles.
You can punch mine. I'll give you that opportunity. Go ahead.
Well, I care about you, but I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Punch testicles with people I do not like.
Okay. So, E-Man, you would punch him in testicles.
E-Man, however, has testicles, but yet they are disconnected testicles. They're disconnected. They've been snipped. So he's no longer shooting ammo. He's shooting blanks.
Oh, I hope he's not listening. He's gonna be pissed.
He probably is, because right now he's with a bunch of our friends right now in Nevada hanging out. All right. Miss So says I would want him to convince God to not be a dick.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's right on the money, Miss So. Okay, Red, your turn. Play away.
Okay, I already gave you my answer, which is punch Hitler in the dick.
No, you pull your card for you.
Okay,
like another card is yours.
No. I'm pulling another card. I'm going to ask you the question. It's going to go roundabout, right?
Oh, okay. Round robin. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to play the game.
Top or bottom?
I'll be on top now.
Power top. So, if only it exists.
Yeah, if only it exists.
If only it exists. Otherwise,
and don't worry, I'll be there with you in the hot tub.
Exactly. Yeah, we're all gonna be there. If it exists, we'll be there. At least we'll make it fun, and we'll bring this game.
We'll bring the game.
All right. Top. All right. Would you rather A, lie to get in the Special Olympics but fail to win at anything? B, lie about a disability to get roller coasters at Six Flags. So let me repeat that, Mike.
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
Lie to get in the Special Olympics but fail to win at anything. B, lie about a disability to get on roller coasters at Six Flags but throw up the entire day.
Well, since I am ADA person, that I use that to get in line at Disneyland faster, so I would have to say the other one and just lose my butt. Wasn't there a movie? What Vince Vaughn or somebody playing a movie like that where they fake to be like handicapped to win the special? Johnny Knoxville. That's right.
Johnny Knoxville, the ringer, and
the ringer. Yeah, I would be the ringer.
He pretended to be not retarded, but disabled. Miss So goes with B, lie about the disability to get on roller coasters at Six Flags, but throw up the entire day.
I do that already, Miss So I don't have to worry about it. You know that speaking about that, there's the Fast Pass at Disneyland.
Yeah,
I don't use it because I have an ADA one that even supersedes that one. You go in the line faster, and you can bring multiple people. You don't have to have like the Fast Pass. Everyone has that Fast Pass, and then they have to download the app, and they have to join together on the app in order to get on the ride. With mine, it's just me, and then everyone who I'm with goes in front of the line too.
That is the magical ADA pass through
Disneyland.
Okay.
And the where I'm going to tell everyone out how to get it, but you have to have some proof that you have that you're 88. You have to bring something from your doctor. And when you walk into Disneyland, there's a firehouse. As soon as you go through the first little tunnel on your right-hand side, you go in the firehouse, and that's where you get that pass.
Good to know. So I will fake a disability just to get to Disneyland.
Well, you can't just go there and say you have. Well, you got to prove it. You got to have some paperwork from the doctor saying that you're handicapped or something like that.
Okay. All right. My answer would be to lie to get in the Special Olympics and fail to win anything. Have you seen that episode in South Park?
Not even. Oh yeah, there is an episode where Cartman does that and he loses everything. Yeah,
exactly. I will repeat everything that Cartman did on that thing. I will do that. I will reenact that whole episode of South Park, just for shits and giggles.
Where did you find this game at? This game is cool. I like this game.
Shit. I bought off one of the guys off Facebook, off the toy groups, and so.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like, you know what? I'm gonna try that. I haven't had a board game or anything right in at least 2 decades. I figured let's pick it up.
I like it. I like it.
It's perfect icebreaker, you know. And it's the filthy edition.
I'm waiting to hear.
You are already special to us.
Oh,
thank you, Miss O. Thank you,
Miss O. You're special to us. We appreciate you joining the show.
Our lovely lady of the night, lovely lady.
I don't know if she's a lady of the night, but she's up. She's up late, and they're in.
Oh, wait, that's what I meant. Not.
Okay.
Michael.
There it is, Michael.
Hi, I'm Date Mike. Nice to meet me.
All right, last one.
Okay, last one.
Top or bottom?
I'm gonna go bottom this time.
Bottom. All right, Mike. Miss would you rather have sex on another world?
Oh, there we go.
B, have sex using a new, better hole. Again, let me repeat that. Would you rather have sex on another world, or B, have sex with a new, better hole?
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna be James Tiberius Kirk and go where no man has gone before. I'm a nerd. I got to go with the nerd answer, and that's the only reason I went with that answer.
Okay,
because I wanted to say Kirk's full name.
I'm just reminded of that one episode in Rick and Morty where Rick has this alien that he kind of parties with.
Yeah, she has tits on her elbows.
And she tags along while they're visiting, like,
and she goes like, "Oh yeah," or something. There's her catchphrase or something like that. Yeah.
And Summer comes along too because she's partying with Rick, and like at every planet, like the ending is having the
the endings of the planets. Yeah.
And so they were supposed to explode that day, and then Rick is just bringing Summer and this alien to the party. And I was wondering, like, how did that work? What hole did he insert it in?
Well, he had elbows on the, that's all he needed.
That's just the tits on the elbows, though.
Yeah, well,
So, how would you?
Alien copulation. She's Miss So. We are so much alike. We should get married. America, fuck yeah.
Well, you'll. I'll never explain. For me, I will pick have sex with a new, better hole.
Well, explain that to me. I'm curious.
You know what?
What's a better one?
I don't know. I have yet to experience all holes and crevices, right? So you figure you find the right.
Did you say crevice?
Crevices. There are crevices and folds, right? So if you could create enough friction between a crevice or a fold, you can have intercourse with it, right?
Right, absolutely. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, do this thing here. There's an armpit kind of deal.
I didn't think about the armpit.
Between the balls of the feet. Not just the three main holes that you're. Anyway, there's crevices
between the fingers. Instead of this way, you can.
Yeah.
Michael.
Michael. We're gonna get banned so bad here. Mike, yeah.
That's so funny. I already live there.
I guess any part of the body is I guess a free for all when it comes down to a better hole, right?
Yeah.
Because we're okay. Not off topic, but something related to, but on our separate kind of thread on our chat. You and Steve discussing a whole, I guess, not a subject of porn, right? Going, like who's your top 5 porn actresses and actors, and what kind of porn are you into, or
right?
And how come Steve, our friend, is getting rid of his chat?
Asking how to get rid of it. Like there's like a special way, like you recycle it through the.
She didn't know you lived in Thailand already. You're close.
I'll be there soon. Yeah, and I'm trying to get Red to come with me sometime this year, but we're going to work that out. Yeah, so if you want to come, you're more than welcome to come. You'll enjoy it. I'm telling you, the best beaches in the whole wide world, bar none. You can Google it. The top 3 in the world. Michael, I'm Prison Mike.
You're Prison Mike. I follow a couple Passport Bros on YouTube, and one of her ladies, she and I are actually friends now. Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad. That's nice. That's not, to tell you a little truth about me and Red. Me and Red never we met kind of online too, and because we're convention goers, and every time we would say we go to a convention, we say we're going to find each other, and we would walk. Well, I would walk around for hours trying to find Red, and I could never find him, and vice versa. And then I would text him, and then at conventions you don't hear your phone go, or you can't, because you're busy, you don't really look at your phone. And then finally we made it like, I'm going to meet you at this time right here. Don't move. If I'm 5 minutes late, just stay. And that's how it kind of went.
Yep. That's how I remember it. You know what? Because in convention, there's just it's an overload of sensory triggers, right? So you want to, then you give yourself a plan of, I want to go dig through the comic book boxes. I want to go find toys. I want to go meet the A-list and C-list actors. All the stuff there. You go through your day planning this stuff on, and then in the back of your head, you're thinking, I gotta meet my buddy here from the internet, and lost the whole. I guess.
Yeah. It's sensory overload a lot, and then you get. I actually consider moving me and my brother down. My lungs can't handle the burnings. No, that's not true, Miss So. That's only in northern, like Chiang Mai and Hoi An. That's not in like Koh Samui or Bangkok or further south like Phuket or Krabi. That's only way up north, close to Vietnam. They're in that Golden Triangle area. That's where they have the burning, and nobody lives there anyways because it's jungle. So
yeah, it's the further side you go, at least the closer to the coast, it's a lot cleaner and there's a lot more breeze coming through. So you don't want to live in the middle of the continent or close to China. You want to be out like on the coastline if you're going to visit any places in Asia.
Yeah. So that little bit of smoke and pollution, that's not 100% true. That's only in a certain area. And again, I mean, Chiang Mai is beautiful to visit, but I wouldn't live there because there's no beaches. So
Yeah, Mike, you're like a celebrity there because you're a white guy and kind of single, and then all the ladies will be just like hanging over you and you say, "Hey, Mike, you ready for me? You want me so horny, Mike?" Oh shit, I was racist. Sorry.
I only got eyes for you, Red.
Thank you.
You and your greasy. What would you say? Grease and what was it? Onions and grease. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was cooking
Onions and grease. Onions and grease.
Yeah, because my sister and her husband came by, so I decided to cook. So I cooked hamburgers, sausages, and then she also wanted pork katsu curry.
Oh,
So
nice! I like katsu curry.
I stuck some in the air fryer for the pork katsu, and then prepared a little bit of curry gravy sauce there, easily done. With potatoes. I didn't have any carrots, but it worked out just fine.
Well, the best thing is you had that with your sister and her husband. That was nice.
Oh yeah.
Just be careful with high HIV rate. I'm going to tell you that's a misnomer too. That it's higher in America than it is over there. Over there, it is such in the eye of the people that the rate is really low. And so I appreciate it, but I don't do bad things. Really, I don't. I don't go over there to do bad things. I go over there.
He doesn't do bad things outside of this country.
There's a Zach Brown song. I got my ass in the water, my toes in the sand. That's what I do. So, yeah. If you don't like country music, well, sorry, I don't like country music, but I love that song because it's my dream. My dream. Ass in the water, toes in the sand.
Just don't pee in the beach.
Yeah, well, at least not with no one sitting next to you.
The Thai channels I follow are military and have been there for years. So they visit the adult areas. Oh, you should tell her about the beetle nut story.
But the beetle nut story is from Taiwan. That's where the beetle nut grows. That's Taiwan. Yeah,
that's the other Thai place.
the other Taiwan place. Yeah, that one's China, not.
Yeah, that was off the coast of China.
Yeah, off the coast.
And it's more Cambodia and Vietnam.
Yeah, Thailand is on the bottom of Vietnam, on the side of Cambodia, and the other side is Laos.
Well, don't they have beetle nut girls there as well?
No, they don't have beetle nut girls there. They might have beetle nut, but they don't have beetle nut girls there. Yeah. You can, if you're out there and you're curious, Google beetle nut girls or beetle nut girls.
BEL nut.
Yeah.
It's a service that for guys, lonely guys, to buy a snack and also
get close to sexy women without
doing any other work. They will do the work for you.
Right. That's right. I'm Prison Mike.
Your dogs are pretty active there.
No, my dogs are active right now.
I'm Prison Mike.
There it is. I'm Prison Mike. Sorry about my dogs. I apologize.
What's up, Herbs? So now we've kind of warmed up and used our icebreaker. What do you got on tap, Mike? What do you got? Well,
I got a little show and tell. I got a lot of show and tell. I've been talking about Marvel Comics run of Blood Hunt, and everyone was telling me not to do it and not to buy it, but I couldn't help myself because I am a comic book nerd, so I had to buy it. And I hate to say it, those people that told me not to buy it were wrong, because I highly enjoy it. I think it's great. I started out with Dracula #1, which is an offshoot of Blood Hunt. So
it's a tie-in.
It's a tie-in. It's really good. This is not it, but I'm a Doc Doom fan, so I got Doc Doom #1, where he fights Galactus. So I'm go out there and get that one. Spider-Man number 1, Amazing Spider-Man of Blood Hunt number 1, where him and Morbius team up to fight Dracula.
Is Morbius like an anti-hero now, or is he a full-time
He's
hero?
an anti-hero. He's an anti-hero now.
I will send you
Here's-
to Jesus.
Exactly. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 49. It's a tie-in. It's a good read.
Did you get the Kyle new cover? For
Yeah, I got it.
beautiful,
This is a giant size Hulk. I'm a Hulk fan, so I had to get that.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, and I'm going off target a little bit again. I like the What If series. I always did since I was a kid. This is What If number 4. What if Venom took over Loki?
Oh, who's the artist on that? That looks like a Tyler.
I don't know who's the artist. I have to look. I didn't want to open this one up quite yet, but yeah.
You picked that up from the LCS, or you got it from one of the Facebook groups?
I got that off right from a comic book store. The comic book store in my area reopened under another name, so I got a local one again.
Beautiful.
Here's another tie-in. Doc Strange number 15. It's a tie-in to the Blood Hunt.
Okay, well, tell us about the actual main story of Blood Hunt.
Well, the main story is Dracula is big bad in the world, and he's trying to work his magic and take over all of the the living and make the living dead, and the superheroes are getting smart and coming after him and trying to. And on a side note, Union Jack is Jack the Ripper in this forte. So the Union Jack is back in the 1800s killing women along with Dracula. So this is another tie-in. Union Jack number 1,
so
Jack the Ripper.
He became the second bad guy in command.
Second bad guy in command. Correct.
Actually, okay? I guess I'm asking for a spoiler here. How did Union Jack become Jack the Ripper?
He's like he got bit once, and he's kind of like Rainsfeld. Dracula's like daywalker guy that goes around and gets the living people for Dracula to feed on. So okay. Union Jack is that character.
Oh, so he's Renfield. Okay,
he's Rainsfeld. Yeah. Okay. Avengers number 14 is another tie-in. There's quite a few tie-ins.
How far are you into the actual main story?
There's only 3 books out now, and I got all 3 of them. And I'm reading the side ones because I had to buy ones to keep and ones to read. Venom number 33 is another tie-in.
Oh, that's a beautiful cover.
This is Blood Hunt number 1, the alternative cover.
Oh, the negative space. Who does those?
Blade.
No, but who's the artist? John Tyler Christopher, I think was.
I think that's it. Yes, I think that's it.
That's an odd color though for Blade using the avocado green.
This is Blood Hunters number 1. Another cover.
Oh, the one with the Hawkeye and Black Cat.
Black Cat, correct.
And Werewolf by Night. I think the
Werewolf by Night. That is correct.
Let me ask you an off-topic question, but at least we'll go along with vampires. Do you think vampires drink period blood?
I think they would. Why not?
I'm just saying it's blood that's, I guess.
But vampires in certain storylines they eat the blood from the rats and the chickens and whatnot. Why not? Right?
Yeah. But that's directly from the vein. I'm talking about blood that comes out during menstruation.
Well, I'm sure they would. If that's all they had.
Is it still fresh blood, or is it
Well, it's probably it's probably tainted, but it's still blood.
Okay, because it has an egg in there too, right? So that should be like caviar to vampires.
I would assume it would be. We gotta Google that. If there's any vampire aficionados out there, what do you think? Here's Blood Hunt #2, an alternative cover with the Scarlet Witch.
That's the Peach Momoko.
That's the Peach Momoko. Yes, it is correct. And I'm gonna have Peach sign this at Comic-Con if she shows up, if I can get in there.
That's something they took a look at. It was that lineup. That lineup is looking kind of skimp right now. When I seen it last week.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And here's the Holy Grail one, the one that's double sealed because it's got adult content in it. Blood Hunt #2 for the inappropriate version. For inappropriate audiences, you have to be 21. I haven't opened it yet.
I've seen the cover. It's just blood on the cover. Well, at least with Thor. I think it was Thor that had the
blood. Yeah, but that's just that this is the adult one.
How adult?
I don't know. I haven't opened it yet, but I will be opening. So that's all the up-to-date Blood Hunts that are out right now.
Oh shit! All right, I'll just get the rundown from you when you're done reading it, because that way I don't have to go buy every single trade to catch up. Miss So says, kind of burn out on vampire stuff, but cool covers. Miss So,
thank you.
Miss So, just check out Interview with a Vampire tonight in the last 2-3 episodes. Phenomenal story writing on that second season of Interview with a Vampire. It blows my mind on how much what they kind of skipped out on the movie with Brad Pitt and Antonio Banderas and Tom Cruise. I mean, this one more.
What was the girl's name? Kristen Hunt? No,
Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst.
There he is. There's E-Man right there. He's probably driving back home from the.
Yo, E-Man.
Miss So says, I read the book and saw the movie. Yeah,
that's enough for her.
The movie is a classic when it comes down to like the early 90s vampire stuff. I guess we were kind of spoiled with the whole vampire genre during the last 30 years when we had Lost Boys, we have Monster Squad, Interview with a Vampire, Buffy the Vampire.
Did you say Monster Squad?
Monster Squad, because it has Dracula in there.
Isn't that a kids movie?
It's like Goonies, but it's like Goonies and Scooby-Doo put together.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. It was made for like 8-year-olds.
Not 8-year-olds, man. That's for Gen Xers like me during the mid 80s. So let me pull up the trailer here of Monster Squad and let's.
Isn't Corey Haim in there? One of those Corey Feldman or whatever.
Corey Haim. No, it wasn't on there. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman were on Lost Boys.
They were on Lost Boys. Yeah, they played the
like there's a bunch of unknown actors or like more like a B-list that made it in the TV. Yeah, unfortunately it didn't really catch wind, and it went straight to HBO, and that's where I seen it, and it was on the heavy repeat. So it was fun. It was fun to watch. All right, let's take a look. That way I could show you guys what it was like when it came out. Here we go. Trailer for Monster Squad.
What's this 91, 92?
I think it's earlier, at least 87.
87, my God.
But who do you call?
Let me do that again.
You know who to call when you have ghosts. But who do you call when you have monsters?
We're the Monster Squad.
What's a squad? It's like Miami Vice, I think.
They're young and inexperienced.
No one
virgin?
They're a bit disorganized.
Monsters are not real.
We don't know that, sir.
2,000-year-old dead guys do not get up and walk away by themselves.
But when strange things start happening in town,
There's a monster in my closet.
He has a Robotech.
Oh, look at that big, scary monster!
What's happening? You wait for the werewolf.
Silver bullet?
they're the only ones ready to do battle.
Something's out there that's killing people. And if it's monsters, nobody's gonna do a thing about it but us.
And the creatures of the night will bow.
You are monsters? Us? Midnight. In the world, remember? Maybe we could be like mascot instead, you know. Two mascots.
Yeah, 235, 6 seconds.
Or nature squad. The book was right. Don't you see it's all true?
By midnight,
You guys!
they won't seem so young anymore. The Monster Squad.
Wolfman's got me.
Wolfman's got nards.
Exactly. Wolfman's got nards. Yes.
I never seen that movie because maybe I think I was 40 when that movie came out.
Oh, well, 1987, right? So you were probably within your prime. Go watch it. If you can
All
watch
right, I'll watch it if I can find it on Netflix.
because it has the universal monsters in there. You have the Swamp Thing, Frankenstein,
You mean not Swamp Thing,
the Swamp Monster or the whatever. It was in there. He's in there.
Yeah, but that's not called the Swamp Monster, man.
Whatever it is, it's whatever that comes out of the swamp.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's what he's called.
It's a swamp. It's a swamp monster. Let's see. Yikes! They started the trailer for film. You know what? At that time, it probably was a better film. It was supposed to be better than Goonies. Better than Goonies.
Well, you notice they had similar looking characters. Like they had the chubby guy, and they had the cool guy, and the leather coat guy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's your 80s trope right there of teenagers and fighting and becoming heroes, and then the parents who are reluctantly or like denying their kids or just telling them they're lying about what they're seeing if they're seeing monsters and whatever, because they're dealing with adult reality.
Right.
E-Man says, "Don't government name me." Yes, June. And Miss Sell says, "Such a shame Heyman's gone. He was turning into such a good actor as he got older." Yeah, it was the drugs. Corey
Feldman, have you seen him lately? He is weird. I was watching something, and it had to be on TikTok. I don't know, Facebook, Instagram. He was on there, and he was doing a concert, and he was doing like a mic check, and the mic swung around and hit him in the face. I mean, he's just comical. He's not even real yet.
He's pretending to be Michael Jackson.
I know, but I mean, it's terrible. He's on tour right now with a whole bunch of rappers. He's on tour right now. I just seen that because I got something in the mail because I'm an Aquabat fan, and I bought some tickets to the Aquabats. And now that I've signed up for Ticketmaster, I get all these other tickets. And he's on tour with like 3 or 4. He's like Lil Wayne and somebody, and he's doing like Grayton or Cash Creek or one of those things with Lil Wayne.
Oh, nice. So he's doing the local casino tours with those guys. Probably gonna hit up Vegas too on the way there. You gotta make money, right? Because he's over 50, not getting kind of acting work. The last thing he did on TV was the whatever shit that was on VH1 where they go to rehab.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And and I don't know if he's typecasted or just blackballed from Hollywood. So yes,
He's probably blackballed.
Music, yeah, his other outlet is music. E-Man says, "Damn it, Red! Damn it, June! Yeah,
June."
Fell Dog is a musical genius. Name me a song that I should take a listen to it in his music library. I'll check it out.
It's all Beat It songs, you know.
Oh, so popish kind of deal.
Yeah.
All right. Miss So says he's been messed up all his life due to Hollywood. Yes. I think he started the whole the Weinstein kind of deal where as a young Hollywood actor that he saw all the shit,
the underbelly,
all the other kids were also getting kind of taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And again, it probably goes to Corey Haim as well, who in turn, kind of OD'd because he was living the lifestyle, and River Phoenix, who took his life. Who else was in that crowd?
Johnny Depp, who's completely bonkers too.
Well, Johnny Depp kind of came out of it okay, and same thing for Robert Downey Jr. But after the research,
but Robert Downey Jr. is a little older than them.
A little bit, but he was still within that same era.
Yeah. I would say Anthony Michael Hall would have been in that group.
Good one. Yeah. But he had a strong TV career afterwards.
He also did a couple Halloweens. He was in a couple Halloweens, and I'm a horror fan, so anything Michael Myers is in, I'm going to watch no matter what. So,
Michael Myers.
Michael.
All right.
So I'm Prison Mike.
I have to go find that button. Everything's all messed up on this thing right now. So
it's all your fault, June. It's all your fault. I ain't a close Sarah Ulu.
Prison Mike.
Prison Mike.
All right, so that covers that covers your show and tell there, Mike.
Yep.
Let me show you what I got.
Let me see. Show me something good.
In the mail Friday. Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at your Friday. That was a big box coming in.
This came in here. This
nice.
Is the Deadpool and Wolverine exclusive from Entertainment Earth. These are movie versions of them to celebrate the new release of Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine.
That's nice. That's nice. I love Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth. If you want to give something to the C-list villains, we will plug you all day long because I love you.
they aren't cheap, that's for sure. Miss So says Anthony Michael Hall. Haven't heard that name in years. Cool.
I'm glad I brought it up, Miss Soul.
What the hell is he doing nowadays? What are older Hollywood actors that were A-list during the 80s and early 90s, doing now? Since then, I guess there's a big revolving door in Hollywood where it comes down when you're done being the fresh face and you get kicked out to the curb, and then you have to go do like commercials or Canadian TV.
And Anthony Michael Hall went from the nerd, a little tiny guy, to a huge man. He's like 6'3", like 200 something pounds. He's a big guy, so he can't be typecast as the nerd anymore. He's got to be typecast as the big guy.
But you know who got typecast as a nerd still later in his adult life was the guy from Revenge of the Nerds.
His last name is Carradine.
No, that's David Carradine, not David Carradine, but that's the other guy, the other friend. Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, yeah. He got typecasted to being a nerd and a doctor. I forgot what show. What show?
Yeah. Well, that's why he didn't do Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, because he didn't want to be typecast as that character. But he still was in it as like this Obi-Wan Kenobi ghost character in it.
Exactly. He still made an appearance on there, but God,
I am such a nerd with information.
It's great call. It's a great call. I think because of budget concerns, that they brought in Booger's mentor, which is
James Hong.
I think budget-wise, that was a better person to pay. and then introduce a little bit of new life into the story, especially being Booger's mentor.
Burger.
Yeah. Wow,
It's not.
that's a
It makes me want to get some phlegm going.
Oh man, shit! I don't remember the bad guy in there, like not by name. But I've seen him in other things, and he's been typecasted as the douchebag in every show.
Oh God, he was in Happy Days and also Married with Children.
Oh no, not Ed McGuinness, not Ed McGuinness. The other, the new new leader of the Alpha Betas in the.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he was the bad guy in Tommy. No, not Tommy Boy, but Billy Madison.
Oh, okay.
He was that guy. The guy was.
Well,
God,
yeah.
my brain. If my brain had real information, it would be deadly. Glad it's full of shit.
Well, you know what? We're gonna die with what we know, right? So we might as well put it out in the world. That way, it replays on YouTube, and then people can just enjoy what we said during our death.
I'm gonna say, God, that guy had useless information, but he knew a lot of useless information.
Oh, God damn! I got song lyrics in my head. I can't remember everybody's name that I meet. That's brand new.
Rock me.
Weird.
Hey, June, are you still out there?
Probably driving. So
I'm just messing with him.
let's take a look at the guests for it is convention season here.
It is convention season. Yes, get ready, guys.
Looks like Herbs did ask us like no one's going to Fanime. No, I know Fanime is still on tomorrow.
It's on tomorrow. It's on tomorrow. Again, I'll tell you, Fanime is maybe like just photo ops and dressing up and photo ops. That's what Fanime is. I mean, if you like that, then it's fine. But there's no panels. There's very little, shopping if you wanted to go around the artist alley and whatnot. But it's mainly photo shoots
and swag.
And swag.
Yeah, I mean, there's an artist I wanted to see, because she does great anime drawings. But I'm hoping I can catch her at San Diego. And then there's that one gentleman we met at Fan Expo, the Japanese gentleman.
Oh yeah, I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Produced the Boy and the Heron and all those stuff for Studio Ghibli. He's doing the panel there today, going over their new release of something else. I don't recall what it was, but I wanted to see if he was still down to go to dinner, because they're hanging out here for a week. So I'll probably just reach out to them tonight via Messenger through his wife and see if they're down.
So you're going to drive out there tomorrow then, if they're going to?
Oh, just show face. I mean, damn, man. He was excited that I asked him to go out to dinner next time they're in town. Like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Herbs, what are you going to cosplay as? You're ringing my bell.
From the footage I see, I can see that just cosplay. Right, it's plus.
I thought you were going to cosplay.
Yeah, from
I'm always excited to hear people cosplaying, how they did it, what they're cosplaying as, why they're cosplaying as that. Is there some significance to that character that brings you alive? Those kind of things really turn me on.
Oh yeah, turn Mike.
I'm Prison Mike.
Well, by the way, like San Jose Convention Center set up, it's nice for cosplayers, because the whole, I guess, center foyer or whatever it is that they call the front of the building, that's great for photos.
Yeah, it is. It looks futuristic and space like. Yeah, and then they had the little side area with a little bit of trees and it's a nice place to take photographs. Yeah,
it definitely for friendly for cosplayers to at least group up in different I guess genres and then they could take a photo in whatever section they need to be in. Not just outdoor, but indoor as well. Unfortunately, the local convention, which is Silicon Valley Comic Con, kind of died, but so there's something that came along this year to replace it, which is GalaxyCon.
GalaxyCon, that is correct.
So we'll get to at least attend that again, to have a convention in the South Bay. It will be nice. All right, so here we go. This is the guest so far, at least the third announcement of guests for Comic Con, and usually they bring in the big guns on the first announcement. But I haven't seen any big guns. I mean, you got Liz Climo, Joe Duffy, Patrick McConnell, Christopher Paolini, Dan Santat, Brian Talbot.
That's it. That's pretty bad. There's got to be more. Yeah.
Eventually, as we get closer, that we get to finally see the guest lineup. Because remember last year that it was during the strike, so a lot of the mainstream guests could not attend, and that those that attended couldn't talk about their current projects because of the strike, the writer's strike, and the workers' strike.
All those NDAs,
but these people got to get paid.
Yeah,
that's how they get entertained. So I support their
me too.
To protest and get what they earn, especially in the I guess the era of AI, where eventually, because these background actors and art and even graphic creators will get replaced by AI.
Yeah,
trying to stop.
Only thing they'll be doing is producers and A-list actors. That's it.
Yeah, which with your principal players are just going to get all the money anyway, and then just everything.
We're gonna see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds everywhere.
Yeah, everything's gonna be filmed on green screen, so that all the background stuff's on AI, and all the people that they interact with that's gonna be AI. Is just gonna be those two principal players that's gonna be being paid along with the cameraman, and that's it.
Yep.
All right. What do we got on tap, Mike? What else?
I thought we were gonna mention a little bit of something that nobody cares about except me and you. Wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. All right. Tell me. Okay, you haven't dropped off on wrestling, have you?
I haven't. That's kind of bad because I should have a long time ago.
Yeah, you're a loyal fan though.
I know it's fake. I don't believe it's real.
It's
acted.
Real. The action is real. It's scripted. That's all it is.
Yeah. But I mean, they kind of
for men or at least like-minded individuals that don't want to watch the soap operas during the.
I don't want to watch 90 Day Fiance. No, I do not want to watch that, and I don't want to watch Sister Wives or whatever that thing is. 1,000 pounds, or whatever it is. So if I'm making people mad out there, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, but I just can't stomach it.
Okay,
I stomach wrestling, but I like Will Ospreay. I'm sorry, he's fabulous.
Okay, tell me a little bit more Will Ospreay here.
Will Ospreay's from New Japan Wrestling. Now he's in AEW, and they're really misusing his ability because the guy is just phenomenal. He makes AJ Styles look like me. He can do anything off the top ring rope that any lucha libre can do times 400 million.
Oh, so you're talking about like a Billy Kidman kind of physique.
I'm talking a what was he called in WWE? Now he's called something else. Bill Murphy. Yeah, there he is. He's ripped. But he could do phenomenal things that nobody else could do off the ring rope.
He looks like a mid-carder though.
he's like 218 pounds. He's bigger than Cody Rhodes, but he's
or is in like muscle mass?
Height and muscle mass. He's bigger than Cody.
Okay, I can tell by the muscle mass. He's at least 30% more muscle mass than Cody Rhodes,
and he's taller than Cody Rhodes, and he can do everything Cody Rhodes can do times 400 million. The guy is phenomenal.
Okay, and he's British. So what's your I guess why do you like this guy so much other than what he knows how to do in the ring?
Everything. Well, he can do promos. He can do all that. He can talk. Thank you, Miss Show. I appreciate you staying on my side again. I'm gonna cry now. Anyways, I mean, he every match he has is a banger, and that's my word for like matches that you go, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. So even if he's like doing a mid card crap match, it's still a banger.
Okay, there are crisp, clean moves, especially with the opponent.
He's fabulous.
Fabulous. Okay, I guess which talent? Who was the last talent that he wrestled? And then, because I could look up how kind of match up.
Google this. He had 3 matches back to back with Kenny Omega. Each of them were bangers, and then Kenny Omega got hurt and went back out for a couple months, and now he's hurt again, and now he's back again. But he did 3 matches on AEW. He did 2 matches on AEW, one on New Japan Wrestling, and I think it was called Open Door or Opening Door, and they're bangers. Best matches I've seen in years.
Okay, you already said the magical name, Kenny Omega. He's like the Brian Pillman of this century.
Brian Pillman.
Okay, maybe Owen Hart.
I would say if you're asking me, he's the Ric Flair of
modern wrestling.
Wrestling. So, yeah, I think he's the best wrestler out today besides Will Ospreay.
Okay,
so I wish they were not on AEW, not on New Japan. I wish they were on WWE, but probably WWE they would hide them and wouldn't let them do all that they can do, which is sad because that's what Hunter Hearst Helmsley doesn't let people do what they should.
No. Don't put Hunter into this.
It is. Listen, wait. The Prince Finn Balor is a fabulous wrestler, and they don't use him for what he does. And now they got Damian Priest, who's a jackass wrestler, like holding a title belt. He is so sloppy. I can't believe it. I mean, you can't compare the 2 wrestlers. I know Finn is a small guy, but the Prince is a great wrestler, and they don't let him wrestle.
I agree with the misuse of Finn Balor right now because they do have the tag team belts. I think that's the storyline they're going with until he breaks off from the not the Authority, but what's their group name?
I don't know. The douchebags.
not New Day, but as soon as I think Finn Balor will probably be making main event status again.
I hope so. I hope they bring Bullet Club to the WWE. Guns up.
Guns up, huh? Guns up.
I'm sorry if you don't know wrestling and you don't know New Japan Wrestling, but Bullet Club is probably the baddest faction there is. Guns up. I mean, they got all Bullet Club there. They got Tama Tonga there now. They got Finn Balor. They can change his name from Finn Balor to the Prince. It's really easy to do that name change crap. I mean, They got Cody Rhodes. They got everyone that was in the Bullet Club right there.
I think the whole Prince thing is kind of out the window. So they already introduced Finn Balor as the Demon. I guess the Demon character is pretty.
But when he was the Prince, he did the Demon.
Yeah,
he painted his face when he was in New Japan Wrestling.
Yeah, but you don't need to be called the Prince anymore. Yeah, it's like a Daniel Bryan versus Bryan Danielson. it's
There's no difference in my book.
the character is the same. The guy's the same. It's just the name.
Yes, yes.
Exactly, yes. But the way you describe Will Ospreay, though, it just seems like he's like the same skills as an Eddie Guerrero, right? He's a high flyer with the heavyweight moves.
Yeah, I'm going to go down in history of saying this. Eddie Guerrero can hold Will Ospreay's jock.
Wow!
Finish him.
Latino Heat.
Latino Heat. Okay, I'm about to check this guy out. So this kid has been in the business
for about 15 years.
Okay, so not even a kid anymore. He's in the mid.
No, I think he's 33, 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's phenomenal to watch. You'll just the Os cutter is one of the best moves I've seen in a long time. It's a
sounds like it's a diamond cutter.
It's a diamond cutter, but he does it off the second ring rope and flies backwards.
Okay. All right. Well, just a variant of the diamond cutter, which is also a variant of the stunner.
Yeah.
The DDP.
DDP.
As long as he can make it exciting, I think he has a feature in AEW. If not, WWE is going to pick him up.
Well,
WWE decides
WWE tried to pick him up, but AEW gave him $1.5 million, $1.25 million.
What up, Mark?
Mark, how you doing, buddy? I hope we're not boring you guys out there with wrestling, but we wanted to talk about wrestling.
You bring this up now. I'm kind of intrigued. I'm having to go back into watching wrestling's on Mondays and Tuesdays and even Saturdays.
No, wrestling's on every day except Sunday now. You got WWE on Monday. You got NXT, which is the crap wrestling that I say. You got AEW on Wednesday. You got TNA on Thursday. You've got SmackDown and AEW on Friday, and you got AEW on Saturday.
What the hell? Eric Bischoff just.
Breaking news: Tony Khan. Is Eric? That can't be really Eric Bischoff.
No, not that. Well, let's confirm that. And Mark says WCW is greater than the rest. Yes and no. I say pre NWO days, pre Outsiders. I think WCW was at peak during that era.
The only wrestler I liked in the WCW area, and he died unfortunately of a cruel death, was a guy called Canyon, and later on he went by Chris Canyon, and then he in the WCW era he was Mortis. He was a fabulous wrestler.
Oh yeah, I remember Mortis and Chris Canyon. They just made a joke out of him in the WWE. He was the butt of I remember he was wrestling like Doink the Clown or something. At least a bunch of
but skill wise.
Yeah, skill wise, he's got it, but he was another misused character in WWF at that time. Just like Kama, who then became the Godfather of the Ho Train. Yeah. Who was he before that? I can't remember.
Papa Shango.
Papa Shango. Thank you. Yes, NWO for life.
Too sweet.
I don't see any news, Eric.
Eric, come on. Is that a fake account? Because I don't think Eric Bischoff would have a wolf up there. He would have his face because he's a narcissistic asshole.
Eric. He's Wolfpack Eric Bischoff right now.
Oh, the Wolfpack Eric Bischoff. Too sweet.
Herbs, are you saying that the TNA wrestling or the TNA as in takes an ass?
We're waiting for a comeback, Herbs. Because if you like TNA, I like TNA. I think Moose should be in the WWE. I think Moose would be a great character in the WWE.
Tits and ass. Sting is the all-time GOAT.
No, Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time.
You can agree to disagree, guys. You'll have your favorites. And
the 16-time champion. Woo!
With Sting, I think his sons are taking over, or at least one of his sons is jumping into the business now.
No, both of them. When Sting's last wrestling match, both of his sons dressed up as Sting in the red face.
Yeah,
Sting in the white face.
Yeah, they did that for that. His last match, but one officially joined, I think, OVW, Ohio Valley.
You know, I just made a mistake on giving wrestling information. Let me refrain. NWA is now on the CW network on Tuesday night. So if you're into small promotions, NWA is back on TV on CW.
Well, let me know where I can find Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I can catch that again. Mark says, I will not agree to disagree. Rick trained Flair. I think he meant Rick trained Sting and to be better than he was, and it worked. Wolfpack's son is officially training to get in the biz. Exactly what it is. Yes, the Wolfpack Sting at the end of Steve Borden's last match, which was his son's name is Steven. So he
wrestled. It was a tag team wrestling match against the Young Bucks and Darby Allin and Sting. That was his last match with the Young Bucks.
Do you feel like Darby Allin is taking some of the old Sting persona, the Crow Sting?
I think so. I think so. Except with a skateboarder's edge.
Okay, if you got to update some of the characteristics, some of the characteristics of the original character, then whatever works, just to bring over the crowd. Because if you pop with the crowd, then you have longevity in the business. If you suck, and not like suck like Kurt Angle sucked, because he still pop with the crowd, even
you suck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even the crowd telling him he sucks, you still pop. You got to have some kind of connection with the mob, or you will never make it in the business.
Remember, Kurt Angle slammed Mark Henry, so Kurt Angle was a powerful, strong man.
What? The Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant.
But if you watch that, you can watch that on YouTube. They all jump up a little bit. Andre really jumped up to get in Hulk's arms.
But how about Lex Luger and Yokozuna?
Well, Lex Luger was badass when he.
Lex Luger was on the juice, but he still lifted Yokozuna's ass.
Yeah, but it's same. Now he's about as big as me in real life. I seen him recently in a convention and Goldberg jackknife. But Goldberg is a dirty wrestler. Goldberg is as popular as he was. He hurt a lot of wrestlers. He hurt thousands of wrestlers because he didn't train. He didn't do anything, and that's why Bret Hart never wrestled again, because he actually kicked him in the head and gave him a concussion, and he never recovered from that. So Goldberg is a dirty wrestler. I don't even categorize Goldberg as in my wrestling knowledge because of his dirtiness.
Yeah, let me go back to Mark's comment here. It was a phenomenal match with the Darby Allin. Darby's a crazy, but Sting helped out, put Darby over. Great character for the promotion. Again, if you a veteran wrestler putting over new talent like that means that the veteran wrestler has trust and belief in that person that they're gonna make it big in the business. And then he also says, "You're next, Mike," meaning that you're gonna get the spear from Mark here. And whatever he just said is slander. Bret Hart headbutted his boot.
Good. Okay, I'm wrong. Bret Hart headbutted his boot. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. That was hilarious. You get double credit for that. That's funny.
Wow. Hey, I didn't punch him. He ran into my fist.
Exactly. I didn't get a concussion. My face hit his foot.
I'm gonna have to check out Eric Bischoff's their news of
Yeah, because when that came across the thing, I was like, oh my God, we hit the big time.
I don't think that's the real Eric Bischoff, but if he's gonna give us news like that, that'll be great too.
Yeah, we'll take it, Eric.
But
At least you're not Vince Russo, okay?
Hey! We don't speak ill of the dead. At least dead in career. one of the most top billed wrestling writers of the 1990s, I guess.
You know who's the top bill now? You're not going to believe this, and wrestling fans know this. Freddie Prinze Jr. is the top wrestling writer now. The guy who was Scooby-Doo Shaggy and the love affair of Michelle Gellar. How do you say her name correctly?
Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is now the top wrestling writer.
Oh, you know what? I will agree. He's done some phenomenal stuff in producing the new storylines in the WWE. What did Mark say here? I legit love WCW. I still watch it to this day. I was the perfect age for it. I love Goldberg. Recognize his faults at the time, and to this day, there's been nothing like a Goldberg run. Truly epic. You know what? It was the hype. I bought into the hype. Because it was Goldberg. It was a 30-second match, and once he hit the ring, once that he does that 30-second walk on to the ring was trying to hype up the crowd, and then 30 seconds worth of action in the ring, and that was it. The match was done.
Yeah. Jackknife, whatever he called his thing.
No, it was like a pump handle slam. Was the other one pump handle slam, and then the spear was Goldberg's power move or finish.
I thought he did like a jackhammer slam where he had you on his side and then he dropped you on your head. Well, I thought that was his move.
Yeah, that was like a variant of a pump handle / sidewalk slam. I think it was. I gotta look up the old.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not a Goldberg fan, so
jackhammer. What did Mark this? Goldberg and DDP at Halloween Havoc is one of the greatest matches of all time. That's actually one that Goldberg put effort in to have a match.
I like DDP. DDP went from a schlock, a valet to a great wrestler, and he did that later in his career. I think he was 35 when he went from a handler, which is what they call a valet in wrestling, into a real wrestler. So that's something to behold.
He was like the pallbearer for somebody.
No, he used to dress up in fur, like a white, like gigolo kind of pimp looking costume he used to wear.
He never wrestled. He was just he
was just a valet for many years. Then all of a sudden he said, "I want to wrestle." I think he was 35, and then he became a wrestler.
Yeah, because Virgil was the same thing.
Yeah, but Virgil was a terrible wrestler though. So
when you're valet,
Virgil.
Go ahead.
What are you talking about? When he's valeting Ted DiBiase?
Yeah, for Ted DiBiase. Yeah, he was just the muscle, I guess. But then he got replaced by IRS,
who was a great wrestler.
Yeah, which gave us then the second generation in
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt is Mike Rotundo's son.
Yes. Unfortunately, we lost him last year.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mark says DDP saved the match and carried Goldberg. Yes,
of course, because Goldberg sucked. I keep telling you guys.
Goldberg has no wrestling skills. He's just a face. But the hype was so much from Goldberg that in order for it to work, DDP had to do all the work to make it pop. The match was great. Goldberg injured himself, and DDP saved a few spots, made them both look like pros, and Goldberg pulled it through like a champ he is. Yeah, Yeah, there's a few like when Goldberg was in the WWE, like there was a few matches that he did with The Rock and Stone Cold. Still didn't live up to the same height that he and DDP had, because they were getting older.
They were getting older, and Goldberg was getting older too. So I mean, he was older. So because Goldberg's son, they try to bring Goldberg's son into those WWE things.
He'll be the next talent. Brock and Goldberg matches in WWF are awesome. You had two big Brahma bulls there. Of course, it's power versus power. And the size comparison is like it's almost similar, but skill.
Yeah, except Brock Lesnar can kind of wrestle.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar has a collegiate wrestling.
Him and Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon Benjamin.
Sheldon Benjamin went to the same school, and they were wrestling at the same school there in Minnesota, I think.
Yes, but I think with the football background, Goldberg, but Lesnar had a little taste of it being in the practice squad for the Vikings.
Yep.
Goldberg played for the Falcons.
Yep.
And then Lesnar went into MMA. So
yeah, he did go to MMA, but he didn't do nothing in MMA.
No.
Same like the worst wrestler. I know I'm gonna get, but I gotta say it. CM Punk is the worst wrestler I've ever seen wrestle.
Those are fighting words.
I mean, if you watch him today and the little bit he did in AEW, it is just god awful. I pull my hair watching him wrestle.
Good one. Brock knew him when he was young Sheldon.
That was good.
Good one. CM Punk is injured.
Yeah, well, he's always injured because he's another dirty player.
Yeah. He with CM Punk, I think he plays a better heel. Great mic skills, but I think his body is made of glass. So, I mean, I can't fault him for that because he goes all in on the moves, but you do some career-ending kind of move, and it's hard to come back to that form that you were when you were younger.
Yeah, I just think he's schlock. He's not even mid-card in my book, and he's never been. Even when he was champion in the WWE, he was just god awful.
He is a personality. That's all.
Well, he's a cult of personality.
Yeah, exactly. That whole entrance music is CM Punk. And, thanks to Living Color for giving
Living Color.
Yeah, but you could probably just compare like a CM Punk to a Chris Jericho with the same kind of a.
Yeah, but Jericho can wrestle.
Jericho can wrestle, and then
Jericho can wrestle.
Better my skills.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not arguing the mic skills. I'm not actually giving promos. I'm saying, you don't get any bangers from CM Punk in the ring. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if you get one or two bangers from a wrestler, they're top notch. If you get a banger every time, then that wrestler is super duper. In my book, I mean, I'm just talking wrestler, and this is my personal opinion. I mean, most wrestlers, even The Rock, as great as The Rock really has not have that many banger matches.
No, only with Stone Cold. Stone Cold and Triple H. Anything after that, I can't.
Stone Cold. Yeah, he doesn't have any bangers. He hasn't had, Rock doesn't have any matches that you go, oh my God, that was just fabulous. I've never seen anything like that.
Well, maybe not. When he was with the Rock and Sock Connection with Mick Foley, there were some memorable ones, but Mick Foley took most of the damage.
But again, that's Mick Foley holding up the weight of the Rock.
Yeah, and from the last WrestleMania, Roman Reigns took a lot of the damage for the Rock because he had to go back and make his movies. He couldn't fully 100% commit to do his old wrestling moves. He was ready just to make some take hits, but not like he did like 20 years ago where he was like wrestling full time.
Because if you smell what the Rock is
It's
cooking.
cooking. Well, we could continue this on the next episode here, and I'm glad you brought it up. I'm gonna have to go check out stuff
Will
on
Ospreay.
TikTok and do some research and watch some modern wrestling during
I got
up to the top out here.
Saber Jr. is another one you should watch. He's a great wrestler. He's from Australia.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. is his name. I highly recommend watching him. Now, he is what everyone says Bryan Danielson is.
Okay.
I mean, Bryan Danielson's like supposed to be a pure wrestler. Zack Sabre Jr. is what I think everyone thinks Bryan Danielson is.
No, I would still prefer Bob Backlund. I think he was pure wrestling.
There we go. I'm not going to argue, but I mean, of the modern era,
yeah,
2024's Zack Sabre Jr. is that guy.
A majority of the guys now are just bodybuilders with MMA.
Oh yeah, and they have pretty hair.
And they're pretty hair, but they look good in tights.
They look good in tights.
Well, Mike, we're gonna cut it here. I guess thank you guys for showing up, and
thank you everyone out there for showing up. And again,
in the chat,
yeah, and again, if that's the real Eric Bischoff,
too sweet,
guns up, bang bang.
Well, guys, we'll see you next episode. And don't be afraid to reach out if you have any kind of you want to talk. You need somebody to talk to. I know that the year has been hard on some people, and I've already I've helped some talk about some ledges and stuff. But again, don't be afraid to reach out, guys.
Yeah,
right, so go ahead.
It's been extremely hard on me. My health is not good. So if you want to come call me and cheer me up, I'd appreciate that too.
Oh, here's a comment here. This is cheer you up. Sting is greater than Goldberg. Whom is greater than Mike? I think he's challenging you, Mike.
Okay, let's get in the square circle, buddy.
You're talking to an ex-football player from the CFL. Hey, Mark. All right, we'll see you guys next week, guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye, everyone. Love.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com.